What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. When women catch the ASP Holy Ghost. Yeah. This weather is crazy. It'll be cold during the morning and then hot. Except this morning is actually warm. Ain't that some shit? But anyway, I'm going to tell a story related to the title of this thing, when women catch the ASP Holy Ghost. So check it out, right? Friday. And I told this on my Patreon. Like a lot of stuff that y'all might hear here, I might either talk about on Patreon or I definitely get raw with it on Patreon. I get street with it. But anyway, so check it out. I had to go to this store, a Target. My youngest son always get on me, but he say, no, it's Target. No, it's Target. I like messing with him. I also say to him, sandwiches. And he say, no, it's sandwich. Anyway, so, okay, I had to go there, get something real quick. Just get some kind of kick around the house in pants, sweats. Anyway, so I was walking up to the self-checkout line, right? And as I was walking up, there was an alpha showpiece walking up as well from the other direction. And the last person in the line was this woman. All right. Now, she didn't see me coming because her eyes were on the alpha showpiece that was coming. African brother, he's about an inch shorter than me, about 5'10". But, you know, that dude had a V. That dude had arms bigger than mine, you know? And I was like, shit. Because my biceps, like, flexed about 17 inches. That dude was bigger than that, not even flexing. Shit. These traps looked like they were two kids up there on his shoulders. I was like, God damn. And dude's, you know, he's walking up, woman paying attention to him. All right. But I got to the line first, so, you know, he walked behind me, got in line. The woman got around, she turned around and said something about, yeah, all these checkout. And then it was funny, right? It was funny because she didn't know I was there. So she turned around thinking he was standing right behind her. So she had to look at both of us. And she looked at me, kind of blinked and kind of played it off, but then looked at him. And then tried to talk to both of us. And I just said, yeah, it is what it is. And dude didn't say shit. But I had to laugh. I'm serious. I'm standing there, right? And I know she wasn't trying to talk to me because she saw me actually twice on the way out. So I was like, yeah, she was trying to get with that alpha showpiece. Now, I wasn't mad or anything. I was just like, yeah, it is what it is. So she wasn't that fine anyway. But I was like, damn. She got the Holy Ghost. She had to say something. Now, the ASP, that's a alpha showpiece. Shout out Cousin T-Tall for coming up with that term. That's that genetic specimen. That muscular dude. And I do mean genetic. Now, there's been a troll that come on here. He always come under different names, but I always know how to catch him because he's too damn dumb. He got a certain trigger. Because he know he ain't no ASP, it will never be. Anyway, here's the thing. Yeah, ASP is like muscular. Cousin T-Tar described them as the, standard for the exotic dancing industry. Everything. And also, those like specimens you might see playing football. Like you see those like specimens and stuff, those big old running backs, those are ASPs. Like Derrick Henry for the Titans, that's an ASP. Or some of those receivers, just that physical stuff. Like, here's the thing, you can't, the best you can do is come close to an ASP. And that's why I tell guys, just get your best body. But you get some guy, hey, can I be an ASP? Probably not. It is what it is. But they drive women crazy. And the like I said, there's a couple. I shared a couple videos from cousin T talking about that. But when a woman sees that ASP, she get the Holy Ghost. She go crazy. Y'all ever see that or experience that? Like a woman just losing her mind off your body, or she checking you out. She like something, and she just totally changed up. Now I've talked several times about the whole class thing, and different classes, religion, different things that women might bring into the equation. Shoot, ASPs go past all of that. They get that Holy Ghost, because I'm gonna tell you what, that hits women on a primal level. That hits women on a primal level. Like, as much as I say try to get your best body, let's just be real. The more muscular a man is, the more attention you're going to get from a woman. And I don't say that lightly, because you always get some guy, no, that ain't it. I'm out in the streets, motherfucker. Shit. And I've been around gyms, personal trainers. Motherfuckers are really building their bodies and shit, the early 80s, really. When I look back at the overwhelming majority of men, when I say overwhelming, like 90% of men who getting the pussy thrown at them, or they got legitimate high counts, not a bunch of motherfuckers saying they got a high count, but you put them in a group of women and shit can't even interact. I'm like, well, how you got a high count, but put you in a basic group of women, you can't interact. Now, if you look at the dudes with legitimate high counts, ASPs, or close to it. Like if you got that roughneck build, you can come close to it. The closer you come, the better. But women, they lose crazy. They go crazy over that body. And it's funny. Let's just be real. They some solid built motherfuckers. And everybody be trying to throw some dudes in there and shit. Let's be real. ASP, you can't be just a fine face model, handsome model. That's not an ASP. Showpiece, that's a body. Now, if you got a body and handsome, but it's mainly the body. Because an ugly, sexy player, according to cousin T-Tar, will come close if they got that body. So it's mainly about the body. That's the primary thing. When women see like those arms, like that woman at the store, I mean, the main thing they do was showing, he had a short sleeve shirt on showing those guns. They go crazy. Dude didn't look like no fashion model. They go crazy. That's why they will pay. If you look at male exotic dancers and gigolos, most of them got a muscular body. If you look at women going on those sex vacations, they going for those guys with certain body builds. And that's why I push body game so much. And like I said, shit, I've been seeing the dudes, men I've been seeing legitimately getting women throwing the pussy at them. They had those like solid, strong body builds. Either ASPs or roughnecks. And roughneck, that's like that construction worker or police officer, fireman. Got that solid build, like working men type of build. Look like they can throw up some shit. Look like they can build some shit, go hunt, go throw a woman around in the bedroom. And that Holy Ghost is just when women go crazy over the body. See, one thing about that, a lot of guys have never experienced that. And a lot of guys, they either never experienced it or never really up close and personal seen a woman really go crazy over a man's body. And hell, you got a ton of, actually, even on YouTube, you got a ton of videos showing just that. They showing just that shit. Hell, even in the movie, sometimes women can't help it. Like in that movie, Captain America, the First Avenger, when Steve Rogers first got out of that tube, he was Captain America, and the woman playing Peggy Carter or whatever, she had reached out to touch, she wanted to reach out and touch his chest. That was an ad-lib scene. That wasn't in the script. Women lose their minds, shoot. And I've been seeing, like I said, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that since I was young. Ain't really click with me and shit, because I think about some instances. I started thinking back. I was like, well, hold up. He tearing them up, muscular. Tearing them up, muscular. Like I said, you get some exceptions. And usually the exceptions, they that type. It ain't even about mouthpiece, believe it or not. They just kind of in a position kind of wear the woman down. You know? Usually in a position to wear the woman down, regardless of what they look like. They got, those are dudes, it's usually the dudes who got true game. Like, contrary to popular belief, game does exist. Just very little of it actually taught online, though. And I won't, you know what, I ain't even gonna share the aspect of game. And that's realistic, but most guys don't even, I'm just gonna be real with it. Don't care who I offend. Very, very little of it's taught online. Because there's one key part to like true game that somebody gotta have. If they ain't like an alpha showpiece or something, or roughneck. You coming this way? Alright, man. But yeah, that Holy Ghost. I mean, seriously. You see that shit a lot. They get that shit. You might be walking down the street, you that ASP. Like roughneck, even roughnecks got to work a little bit harder. But ASPs, the alpha showpieces, shit. That woman, shit, women be coming for them. Women be going crazy. Be doing the rumba, and their vaginas be doing the rumba and stuff. They be like twitching and shit. You know, all the ASP gotta do is just walk up, be like, hey, how you doing? If she be like, boom, boom, she be like, shit. She might have 2 orgasms right there on the spot. He asking for directions or something. She might be like, you alright? Alright, why don't you calm down? Alright. Calm down. You need something? Yeah. But that's some real shit though. That's some real shit. Cause they get that Holy Ghost. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's why I say I can relate to that shit. Because when I look at the women I got sex with, it really wasn't about some mouthpiece. It really wasn't. Though I would still put my conversation against anybody. I ain't saying anything magic words or anything slick. In fact, women consistently tell me I'm blunt. So I just say what the fuck is on my mind. Very blunt and direct. And then I certainly didn't spend money. I told you, I was looking back in the day, thought I had spent some money on some women to get with them. Then I look back and say, nah, I ain't get with the ones I spent money on. The shit was always free. I had to really think about it. I told y'all that before. I said I had to correct myself. Because you still get some guys thinking, oh, well, if it's money, women, how's money going to make a woman's vagina tingle? That dollar ain't going to make her want to reproduce you. She ain't going to get her wet. How's that going to get her wet? That money ain't going to suck on her breasts or slob her down. Suck on her lips in such a way she have a quiver. That dollar ain't, you put that dollar on that woman, she ain't going to be like, ah. It's that man's strong, rough hands and stuff filling her up. You know, picking her up while her legs are wrapped around him, standing up while he going up and down. He going up in her happily. Shit. Because let's be real with that shit. Like, people be talking about sexual market value. Sex is a physical act. Sex is a physical act. You know? You know, that'd be good you have a handsome face, but how's that turning on a woman sexually? That face ain't going up in her. Shit. That face ain't picking her ass up. Shoot, sex is a contact sport. Shit, you need that body, she going crazy over. That body, she gonna be kissing all over, licking all over and stuff, putting some whipped cream on you, starting from your head, going all the way down to your joint. It's a physical activity. Let me just be real with that shit. Motherfuckers be talking some shit. And you know what, man? Because you know how I flow on these things. Motherfuckers be talking some shit, but if you ask them a serious question about sex, they can't give you any answers. So how would they know? They ain't fucking. How would they know? Even just from personal experience what women want. Because they ain't getting the shit. And were you in the room with the motherfucker when they were fucking? Or do you know how to, like, tell if a woman is, like, fucking a dude? Shit. Come on, man. Shit. It's purely physical. Everybody be talking all that mental stuff and all that extra stuff. Most that dudes might get you there, but you still gotta pound the shit out of her, pick her up and stuff. Shit, your body still gotta feel good to her. Shoot, she can't have a problem with you sweating on top of her or under her. So they got that motherfucker look like he can physically pick them up. Shit. The body itself can seduce a woman. Now I know, like I said, I know some motherfuckers always try to fight against it, but if you ask them how much pussy they got that they didn't have to pay for, they ain't getting none. They don't know. They can't speak from experience. See, I can speak from experience. Because I know that was the main thing I was getting when it was the body. And some motherfucker know they ain't in. All right, well, tell me exactly where I've been and how would you know? See, that kills me. Some motherfuckers try to tell you some shit. You know what the fuck you experienced. Damn ass motherfuckers. Because seriously, I know that from my experience. Shit, I know that, and they ain't some like old shit though. Cause I be talking to dudes and stuff. Remember, I'm getting consultations. They telling me their shit. They be like, Uncle Rom, yeah, man, this old woman coming for me. This old woman trying to fill me up. Yeah. Cause some dudes be on that office fuck file. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. But the thing it come down to, women going crazy over it. That's why I would tell dudes, like, anybody following my system, you gotta hit the gym. You gotta hit the gym and you gotta show something. Now, if you don't want to do that, man, there's a few people out there that might have some good shit for it. I emphasize the word might. You know? They have some stuff for it. But I'll just say what I'm telling you is just generally effective. Shit, I'm telling you what the strippers know. They getting play behind it. Used to work at a gym where there's a whole bunch of them. I used to see the women going crazy. Them and the other dudes in there, just muscles. You know? Knowing what the gigolos know, you won't get into how I know about that. And then, you know, some dudes from the islands. Some women who got with dudes from the islands. Yeah. Because I know a lot of women, they either got with a dude from an island or they didn't want to admit to it, so they knew some women who got with a dude from the islands. And shit. That muscles, that ASP, those specimens. Now, to be clear, yeah, you can get some women without all of that, but you gotta have some serious ass shit. You gotta have some serious ass game, and you still gonna be limited what you can do. Because ASPs and stuff, they be like, they don't be complaining about not getting women. They be like, damn, I'm gonna deal with all these women They be having stories from the drama some of the women bring. Because when women catch that ASP Holy Ghost, oh man, you see a different side of them and shit. You see a different side. You be like, damn, where'd that come from? Because only biggest issue with the ASP, a woman can go years without actually seeing one up close and personal. That's why they'll pay for one. That's why they'll pay to get close to one. But when they do, though, please. Shit, I can bring some women on here. They'll have some stories. The ASP Holy Ghost. Your love is like the Holy Ghost. Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway. Get in here, do my thing. Get in here, do my thing. Oh, Lord, hell no. Anyway. Let me go in here. See who's in here and everything. Get my thing. But yeah, ASP. And let me be clear on it though. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. You either got it or you don't. If you don't, if you got it, you can bring it out. Really learn how to work it. If you don't, well, try to come as close as possible. Come as close as possible. Get some real game and stuff. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.